Okay, so there are basically two types of people in this world. The first type is the kind of person who, when they get into bed at night, they lie down, they close their eyes, and within about a minute, they are sound asleep. Out cold, softly snoring away. And if you are that kind of person, please know that I hate you with every fibre of my being. Then there's a second type of person, people like me, who when we go to bed in the evening, we lie down, we close our eyes, and that is our brain's signal to immediately start replaying all the conversations we had that day and tell us where we went wrong, how we made an absolute idiot of ourselves, and how now everyone thinks we are a fool, a failure, an imposter, and we are going to get found out at some point. Now, one of the worst things you can do is try and distract yourself. Really what you should do is like breathing exercises and yeah, try and just focus the mind, clear it out, control your breathing, deep breaths in, deep breaths out, and find some peace and quiet and hopefully go to sleep. What you should not do, and this is what I did the other night, is open your phone and start doom scrolling social media, which is how I came across multiple posts on the Ninja H2 owners page of bolts in the airbox working loose, trying to be ingested by the supercharger impeller, and absolutely mincing the impeller, which is factory fitted and balanced and is not an easy or direct swap. And yeah, basically generates a load of metal particles and a load of shrapnel in the engine, which obviously is not good. And yeah, basically your engine is at risk of getting absolutely fuckered. So I immediately spiraled down a rabbit hole of negative thought and was thinking to myself, oh my God, the last time I was out on the H2, did I hear a rattle or a noise or something unusual, any kind of noise I wouldn't have heard before, you know, or was everything normal and the only noise I heard was me screaming in my helmet as this thing absolutely melts my face. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is pop off the air induction tube, remove the air filter, and inspect the supercharger intake fan, whatever. I don't know. I'm tired. I can't brain today. So of course, perfect time to work on a super bike like this. There we go. There's the last one. Now, the forum posts say, oh, you need to remove the entire fairing, but I know for a fact that's not true. Leave you there. In fact, you just need to back off and remove enough bolts to give you some wiggle room for the tube to come off. So we'll do 1, 2, and there's a third bolt at the bottom here. And that should give us access to the air filter. So air intake up there, air comes through here into the supercharger filter, then supercharger compresses it into the engine, and lots and lots of power is the result. Yeah. Come on, you awkward motherfucker. There we go. 1, 2. There's those steady hands I'm famous for. Okay. Yeah, this should just slide off. There we go. All right, we'll leave you there. Oh yeah, I forgot to take off the air filter housing. This is why I don't work on motorbikes for a living. But yeah, you can imagine the concern and the fear I had lying there till God knows what o'clock in my bed thinking, yep, that's it. I ignored something, a weird noise. I ignored an obvious sign that anyone else would have stopped for. And I may now have possibly minced my supercharged engine. There we go, last one. No, there's one more here, I think. Is there? No, that's it. Okay. There's the cover off. There's a breather tube, which I'm not going to disconnect because there's no point. It's actually not too bad. It's not unusual for a little bit of oil to collect in here just because of the pressure. Here's the filter. So let's remove this and get a look at the impeller itself. Okay. I have to get the head torch out. It's a little bit dark in here, but I think you'll agree that looks absolutely perfect. Milling marks from when I was CNC'd. Yep. So there's 3 main bolts here. 1, 2, and 3. And this is the offending one that tends to work itself loose, but thankfully it's still in place. So what I'm going to do is pop it off, put it on some thread lock, and then torque it back up to the correct spec. As per the factory workshop manual, which I eventually printed out recently, so that'll be handy. So I know exactly what's to be torqued to, and then I can put the thought out of my mind and let other invasive thoughts keep me awake at night. While we're here, I'm going to install a Sprint air filter, as this is part of, you know, the next phase for the H2. So I was finally able to find a set of Akrapovic titanium headers for the bike, so that'll be going on it as well. But yeah, let's get this knocked out and put to bed. Right, just gonna do these one at a time. So yeah, you can see there's no thread lock on it. There is some grime, but there's no thread lock on it. So whoop, I'm gonna put a little dab, and what I'm gonna do is just finger tight get this home, and then we get a low range torque wrench. This is actually off one for a bicycle. It does the job because torque is torque. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And there we go. 1. And just for good measure, I'll take off these 2 as well. Huh. That's interesting. No thread lock on these either. I thought I'd read something on the form that these were thread locked. But obviously not. Well, not on my bike. Okay. go. There we go. And last bolt is up the top. Oh, that was actually quite loose. Huh. That took almost no effort to back off. Yep, nothing on this one either. There we go. Okay, so all bolts thread locked, torqued up, bit of peace of mind. So funny enough, this one was actually was quite tight. That was pretty tight. This was not. So this is the bolt that everyone worries about, but this is the one I think was going to cause me more problems if it actually backed off. But done now. While we're here, let's throw in the new air filter. This is a Sprint free flow filter. Everyone loves free stickers. So this is a Sprint free flow filter, which doesn't need oiling, and when you clean it, you just clean it with compressed air. Yeah, so very low maintenance. Lifetime filter, lifetime of the bike. So yeah, let's get it in. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I have to take the side fairings off anyway for the header install, so there's no point me putting this back together. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have a H2, I hope this gives you some comfort that this is a very, very simple job to do. I mean, even a monkey like me can handle this, and I'm useless with spanners. Very straightforward, very simple, and gives you a bit of peace of mind. So if you like this kind of stuff and you want to see more, please hit the like and subscribe button. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.